As the Minister for Women and Domestic Violence Prevention, I have the absolute privilege of witnessing the many ways in which women and girls make a difference in our community, including through being trailblazers in fields which have traditionally been male-dominated. Every girl and woman in South Australia should be supported to embrace opportunities to make their mark and pursue their passions, whatever they may be.
The thing that was driving me is my passion for problem solving, for engineering, for, changing things in the world.
The reason for my success is that ability to activate the best in every person that I meet.
People were so shocked to see a 19-year-old woman on site just slinging a hammer like anybody else. The men I worked with were fabulous. I was, in a way, one of the lads. They didn't really treat me any differently and I was respected, but of course there is, old school, you shouldn't be on the tools, no way, go home, get in the kitchen. But, and I say to them, no, I'm going to build your kitchen and you can make me the sandwich. So.
There's so many different things you can do, so don't ever be unkind to yourself along that pathway. Always remember that you are moving and you're trying lots of things, and sometimes you'll stumble or you might feel that nothing's going right, or you're just really struggling, but always keep that kindness to yourself. Work your way through it one step at a time. That's my bit of advice, just one step at a time.
Give things a go, but never be afraid to go, you know what, I've tried this and I don't like it, or I want to change subjects, or I want to move this, I want to do that. Your stream is not going to be the same as ours, your journey is not going to be the same as ours, but you just have to go, what do I want? How am I going to get there? And just go for it.
One piece of advice that I wish I'd had in high school would have been to just be your authentic self. Like, I spent a lot of time hiding different aspects of who I am, trying to fit into boxes that I didn't fit into, trying to do things that other people told me I should do, and it just didn't work. And I ended up where I am, comfortable in my identity, comfortable with myself, and I'm having a great time. It's not worth trying to change who you are, trying to fit into something you don't want to do. Take the time to be yourself, feel free in yourself.
I'm so passionate and love exactly where I am right now. Your success is only measured and only judged by yourself. So take it as far as you want to take it, be exactly who you want to be. But again, do it 100%, be the best you can do in whatever you do, and you'll be successful. Don't let anybody else put your measure of success on a certificate, on a paper, on how much money you make. Success is all within yourself.
I get to bring myself, my whole authentic self, like Alex talked about earlier. Often I think a CEO gets pinpointed. You have to be this very dominant personality and strict, and because that's the perception of what that is. And that's not what you have to be. You bring yourself. So I am a fairly short, bubbly person, and I've always gotten to bring that to my work. That work that I did at Pirates of the Caribbean taught me to engage with people and to communicate well. I use that every single day. My first job at Macca's, you learn about how to keep things in order, how to make a quick decision when something goes wrong. No matter what path you go down, you use those experiences as you go forward, and where you are today is where you're meant to be.
I want to do chemical engineering, so it's nice to see all these other women that obviously want to pursue careers in male-dominated industries. I'm not fully sure about what field I want to go into next, but that's why I came here, to look for inspiration, and I am very inspired.
The message that came out was be brave and be fearless. There is no wrong. To fail is to learn, so that's awesome. So just be brave about it.
Teachers have a massive influence, so teachers in this room, support the students as you can. My technology teacher, which I was so passionate about, she was able to help me kind of tap into that passion.
I tend to get pretty excited about things in class. It happened especially in maths class. I'd find some really cool maths fact and then go on this big tangent and start teaching all my friends, and so we're on this desk doing something completely different. And the worst thing that a teacher could do then would be like, stop, go back on task, because that would just destroy my passion. The best teachers I had would support that and say, wow, that's really cool. How about you dive deeper into that? What can you do with this? How can you extend that?
I wish that I had greater guidance and forums like this, and it's so good to see this happening today, and so many more forums like it.
I think my mum, bless her soul, there was a few moments where she looked at me and said, is this what you want to do? And I said yes, and she was a great, again, support network, and she said, doesn't matter what you do, she goes, just grab it and run with it, you know, don't do anything 50%. If you're going to do tech, go and do it. I actually ended up winning the academic medal for that class at my school, so made it worthwhile, Mum, you know.
For me, the transition from high school to university was probably one of the most challenging experiences of my life, because that was the year that I was diagnosed with autism. So that was something I went through my entire schooling life not knowing that I had. But you know, there's the support networks at universities. They're very well set up to support, especially new students and with mental health and things like that. And so I found it really helpful to lean into those resources.
Yeah, Mr. Zankoff is massive inspiration for all of us, I think. Yeah. He's very passionate in his field, which is inspiring. And he really inspires and encourages us to pursue STEM, which is really nice. And he was the one that recommended that we come here, which is also a good thing, yeah.
All our teachers at school are really supportive and they're all very encouraging and obviously want to see us do our best work, and they're even if you're really struggling with something, they're always there to egg you on and encourage you to not give up, and I find it's a really good environment.
For me personally, I had 2 women that gave me a leg up throughout my career, and without those 2 women, I would not be where I am today. Being part of that network to support other women find their mark, yeah, that's really important for me.
Because I want to go into electronic engineering, I really want to go up the corporate ladder and be a prominent female figure in corporate and inspire people in that way.
Persevering through whatever I am doing and not let anyone's opinion put me down.
It's just a brilliant energy. It's wonderful to see all these students asking questions, being engaged and talking to people that they see as almost a hero, that they're touchable, they can speak to them and learn from them. So it's a great opportunity today.
These women are going to leave here today and they're going to go out and they might have a different path to what they had when they were walking in today, and that's so impactful. And also just seeing the little spark in their eyes when you talked about the different options and different opportunities, so rewarding.
It's a whole ecosystem of change and a movement that we're creating here, and teachers and career professionals and their bosses and everyone plays a part in that sort of role. So to have the teachers here and so many supporting the young girls was just incredible to see the turnout.
That's what the Making Our Mark project is really all about, is opening up opportunities for people.